Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading Mydei by me. So let's get into it. You always thought that love would come like a gentle breeze, slow and soft and inevitable. The red thread that was tied around your pinky tightened the moment you stepped into the marble. It had been dormant all your life, distant and barely felt. But now it pulled. And your eyes caught his before you even registered who he was. Tall, gilded, and absolutely beautiful. Mydei stood across the square, his body sculpted like a statue's. He stood out. It was impossible not to recognize him. And he looked regal, truly the crown prince of Castern Chronos. And yet right now, he was tethered to you. He was your soulmate. And you felt it too. You could tell by the way he stiffened, his fingers twitching a little bit. And his expression did not crack, but there was something in his eyes. He was fighting it, and the realization devastated you. You approached, heart hammering. "Lord, my Demas," you said softly, trying to grab his attention, and his eyes narrowed. "You shouldn't be here." You blinked, and yet here I am. Seems like fate itself disagrees with you. At that, something flickered in his face, and he immediately turned his back to you.
"Leave before the weight of this threat ties you down. You don't know what you're asking."
And he avoided you for days after that. And still, the thread felt like it was burning now. Something you had always ignored before. It never felt so significant until you'd seen the person that you were tied to. He buried himself in his duties. And as a crown prince and a crisis heir, he had a lot of them, carrying out the will of the flame chase. And you waited. You didn't chase him down, didn't scream about destiny or demand answers. You simply stayed, on the edges of the restoration zones, helping citizens, eating your rations under the light of the dawn device, until the threat pulled faintly again. Until one day, someone else noticed. Aglaya was the one meeting you, her voice like silk woven with purpose. It was soothing and soft in its own way, and yet it had that ultimate authority that people were used to hearing from the gold reaver. Even then, she did not seem to be ordering you to do anything. "You're the one who shares Mydei's thread," she said. "Right. If anyone could perceive those, it would be Aglaya." You nodded. "I don't think he likes it. Or at least he's struggling. To be honest, if he doesn't want it, I don't understand why it exists in the first place." She smiled gently at you. "He fears hurting you, or being torn from you. Maybe both. He's a crisis heir. The fate of the world rests on our shoulders, and love is difficult for those raised on duty. So I'm right, aren't I? He doesn't want this, does he?" "Not doesn't. He doesn't know how. But he watches you. More than you know," she said, correcting you gently. And you looked at her then, and asked the only thing that you really wanted to know. Should I give up? Is it even worth it to keep trying?" And she smiled again. That knowing smile of hers that never failed to have you asking more questions in your head. The rats are not meant to strangle, but they are not so fragile that one person's hesitation severs them. Let him come to you. And if I know anything, he will. And who are you to doubt Aglaya? That night, you stayed outside. The rat felt warm, closer, and you thought maybe you were just imagining it. Maybe it was your desperation. But then you heard them. Footsteps. You turned and found him standing there. Eyes clearer than you've ever seen them. Lord Mydei, you're here. He stared at you for a little bit, then in true Cremnoan fashion, got straight into it.
I thought I could ignore this. Pretend it was something I could lock away. That maybe you'd forget. Or that you'd leave.
You didn't speak. You wanted to hear him all the way.
But you didn't. And I've been watching. The way you fought alongside my people. The way you'd protect them the same way I would. And the way that never changed. You're stubborn. And I like that about you.
You blinked hard, and he stepped closer. His rat between you shimmering faintly. Just for a second. Enough for both of you to notice it. He raised his hand, pressing his pinky against your own, right where the thread started.
Believe it or not, I'm not a total idiot when it comes to matters of the heart. But if you're willing to give me time, then I want to try. Even if I don't know how yet. Even if I mess it up.
Your lips trembled, and you nodded. I can do that. I've been patient so far, haven't I? Just as long as you're willing to try. I don't want you to feel like you're forced. He chuckled, shaking his head.
That's one thing you don't have to worry about. Not even fate itself can force me. What I mean to say is, I want to be a good partner for you. If you're willing to give me a chance.
He smiled and held his hand, squeezing it. I'm willing to, Lord Mydei.
If we're doing this, you better call me Mydei.
All right then, Mydei. And maybe, just maybe, there's red between you shimmering gold a little bit. And that had to have meant something, even if neither of you could label it yet.